Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Genshin Impact. So, the time has come. Oh god, no, don't talk, I got this. Just for a little bit. The time has come. We have a new region. It is Sumeru, which is, oh god, not that way, which is this. It seems short, to be honest. It seems so small compared to the other regions. I mean, Inazuma, Sumeru, look at Sumeru, bro. That's double of the place here. Or yeah, I think it has like more space. But I think that the water underground or the underwater level may help. I mean, look at Inazuma. Inazuma started with these four islands. Like whoa. Then it expanded. But again, it Fontaine looks really small. Leeway? Look, all of this is leeway. That's a monster too. Between this and that, ooh. And then look at Fontaine. But also, we are here.
I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often. How greedy of me.
So, in order to explore Fontaine, we are going to start this mission, the Prelude of Blanchard and Nurture. So we will start with Soloist's prologue. We have to go to Caravan Rivet at Sumeru. It says, it's time to go to Fontaine. It seems the next phase of your journey it's about to begin. You can say that again. And why I brought
A blade
Ayaka here?
embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Because it is, well, as of now, before Lynette was released, Lyney and Lynette, well, she is the character that has like a similar clothing to Fontaine. The outfit, I mean, this outfit was inspired by a book from Fontaine, and this is what we got from the. This was created back in 2 point or I don't remember what it was. One of the 3 points. I can't remember which one. But whatever. We're here, and now it is time for us to get to Caravan Rivat and see what's coming up next. Because it is quite. It has been quite some time. I did a couple of days ago before I did this the other story, the Archon quest, the one that was called Caribert. Now we are going to see who is going to take us to Fontaine. We are back in the desert. We have not been here ever since.
Good old Caravan Rebat! Now let Paimon think. What were we up to the first time we came here? Oh, Paimon remembers! Nahita's consciousness had been trapped by the doctor, but we followed the clues she left behind to help her.
Yeah, exactly. We were here, we didn't take a step ever since here, ever since like 3.2 maybe? Well, no, there were some other events that took place in the desert, but as of the Archon quest, yeah, it has been a long time ever since we set foot on the desert ever again. Good memory, Paimon. I guess we may have stumbled upon this place at some time before. Yeah.
So much time has already passed since then. And it seems Sumeru's changing for the better now that Nahita's in charge, right? Paimon just hopes this peace will last a long time. And then Nahita won't have any more new problems to deal with.
Yes, but as long as we're around, it's hard to say what will happen. Yeah.
Yeah, guess you're right. We somehow always find ourselves right in the thick of it. Who knows what will happen next? Come to think of it, maybe it's all because of you. Maybe you're just a magnet for trouble.
Oh, and is it my fault? You're saying that it's my fault, Paimon? I was just thinking that you might be the problem, Paimon. Yeah.
Me? Before Paimon ran into you, Paimon never ran into any trouble. At most, when she was super tired, Paimon got caught in some strange whirlpool and sucked out into sea. And even then, you fished Paimon out.
And that's your fault, bro.
Anyway, for Nahida's sake, maybe we should think about heading to our next destination for now.
Yep. Next stop is Fontaine. Ah, the land of law and whatnot. So, ugh.
Ah, look who it is. Running into you in a place like this? I can see you two still love wandering around.
Oh, it's Dehya! Since when are we just wandering around? We're usually taking care of some serious business. Even though it may have nothing to do with our journey. But never mind that. What brings you here?
I just finished a commission in the desert for a usual client of mine. Nothing too interesting. Just escorting a shipment of goods. I'm on my way to report back. That's when I saw you two all the way over there, chatting away. What were you two talking about anyway?
We were preparing to leave Sumeru and head to Fontaine. Yeah, it has been like a year or so, bro. Ugh. But yeah. It's been like a year since we were here in Sumeru. I mean, we had our ups and downs. At least it was more interesting than the other like updates. So finally, we are heading to a new area, explore some things, and also look for my brother actually. So yeah.
Huh? You serious? Can't say I saw that coming. But you are travelers after all. I guess you'd never stay for too long in one place.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate. We have to move on. Well, again, killing another dead end. If this, I mean, we already like had like a very productive like. At least here in Sumeru, we have we were very productive, getting information, looking for other stuff, getting intel. Also, what happened to the lane lines in the past act. But we just hit another wall. Our best solution is to go to Fontaine. Hope that there are some other answers there.
Bumping into you like this will become a rarity. I'm starting to feel sad just thinking about it. Hey, how about I gather a few mercs to escort you two? What do you say?
Thanks, but no need. Oh, Paimon had no clue you'd miss us so much. But don't worry, we'll come back to see everyone when we get a chance.
Sounds good. All you need to do to get to Fontaine is cross this stretch of desert and navigate some waterways. Knowing you two, I'm sure it won't be anything you can't handle. So, when are you leaving?
We'll leave as soon as we finish with a few more preparations. Journey should be spontaneous. Yeah, well, yeah, right.
Wait a sec. Paimon just remembered there are still a few dishes in Sumeru that Paimon hasn't tried yet. Now, where's that list Paimon made?
Bro, we have like a whole year to taste those like dishes from Sumeru, bro. And now it's not the time.
I see. Guess you won't be needing a going away party or anything. It's sad enough to see you go like this. Though, now that I think about it, Sumeru wouldn't be what it is today without you. Seems true heroes always prefer leaving quietly.
By the way, should we go say bye to Nahida?
We should, but in her case, she'll know from our dreams anyway. Yeah, and I mean, she has been watching over us ever since 2.8 maybe. So, or maybe even from the beginning, since we arrived to the place. Well, no, maybe when we like woke up ever in 1.0. But yeah.
Oh, good point. Then there's no need to bother her in the real world.
Then I guess this is goodbye for now, Traveler in Paimon. Whether as a client or a friend, you're always welcome to come find me.
Yeah, I mean, we will have like said goodbye to the other characters, but we stumbled upon Dehya, so I mean, it was an encounter chance, but whatever. So yeah, take care and goodbye, Dehya.
Goodbye, Dehya. Bye-bye, Sumeru.
But that guy, the one that was there, why was it suspicious? Why did it was like eavesdropping us? Does he know who we are? Is he planning something to like us or anything? Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh, I didn't thought that we would like teleport here. It was going to happen a cutscene, but you just did it. Wait, hang on. Let me show you that cutscene. Hang on a moment. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so what was supposed to happen is that we were going to teleport to that teleport waypoint near to Fontaine, and this is what it was going to happen then. Okay, we're back, and this is what was supposed to happen. We arrived at the teleport waypoint, and well, that's pretty much it. We just see the Fontaine, the city, or whatever that is, and that's it. That would have been it. Okay, so back to it. Yeah, my bad. I thought it was going to be like that it wouldn't trigger something or anything, but here we are, bro. Alright, so we are in Fontaine. We have finished. We haven't even started the act. So we have to go to Roma Maritime Harbor in Fontaine. So we're supposed to drop down. This is good actually. We have never seen that like an actual beach here, so this is so cool. I like this. There should be like a thing to summon the wave driver. Here in my map it says, in order to like not go there or anything. Or like swim. There will be no point in swimming, and it would take too long to do a bridge. Also, since we are going to Fontaine, I also wanted to use Lynette for a little bit, but that's too much. I guess we'll stick with a kind of the usual theme that I kind of use. Oh yeah, look at this! It finally the changing party thing has finally changed. And this is actually cool because you can see other animations when characters like getting, as you can see, Ember
At the
there.
ready.
For example, also Ayaka here, the Traveler, the Shogun. Oh, the Shogun is so cool, bro. Shenhe, so many, bro. I don't have all the characters, but I am at least glad that I have finally gotten all the starters. The ones that were like the characters that were ever since in 1.0 and the beta. Now it is up to time and for me to decide whether I want the other characters. I'm still missing Shao, Albedo, Ayato, Ito. No, no. Jeez, many characters though, so well, 5-star characters and some 4 stars. At least we get a free line net. But the other one, the Perminet, is going to be a problem. Whoa! Look at that! Give me that. That's a Hydra force. Alright, let's sail and arrive at Sumeru. Ooh, look at this world. It looks so elegant. And here we are.
Whew. After crossing all that sand and water, we finally made it. Oh, this must be Fontaine's port.
What do you mean, Paimon? We went to the to the wave driver. We didn't see what I'm talking about. I mean, I understand about the sand because we were in the desert, but what about the water? At least the water is better than the sand, and that in some sort of way.
Wow, everything looks so advanced in Fontaine. Paimon's heard that the industry here is extremely developed, and there are all kinds of unusual machines.
So I heard, and it's about what I imagined. It's even more impressive than I expected. Mm, I didn't have any expectation for this. I tried to stay like out of the blue or try to not have any spoilers and try to know what the new era was going to be. So, and also I didn't have any sort of expectation, if we're being honest. So yeah, about what I imagined.
Just seeing the sights as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if we found something to do.
Like what?
What do you think?
Let's start by meeting the Hydra. Ugh. We have tried that many times that before, bro. My me myself from this world. How have we not learned that trying to meet up with the Archon of the place is always a bad idea? I mean, we didn't try that at least in from the first part when we reached like Mondstadt. We tried to do that in Liyue, and we were on a wanted list. We also tried that in Azuma, and we ended up in a war, in a civil war, and then it was useless to look for the Archon at least at first glance in Sumeru. It was such an odyssey that place. All the places actually. But yes, the ones that I really don't like when we did that was Liyue and also Inazuma. Because at least in Inazuma, we didn't want to get involved in that matter. And we were involved anyway.
Good idea! Nahida gave us loads of useful information.
I mean, yeah, but
Seeking out the Seven is probably still our best source for information at this point.
yes, it's our journey to find my sibling, because that's the most important thing. Find my sibling. What is he doing? What is going through his head? What is his goal? And also find the truth behind that Cambria mess.
Yeah, the more we can learn, the better. So, what do you think the Hydro Archon's like? Will we get along? Nahida said that she has a very unique personality, whatever that means.
Yeah, I mean, by unique personality being like some sort of that has that kind of sort of attitude that is like a very like that those princesses that want something at that moment or get very bored or something. Ugh, I don't want to deal with that.
To learn about a nation's god, start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the party.
Fair enough. Let's see what we can find about these people.
If you ask me, it's a tragedy how things ended for him. Clearly, he was a pretty decent person.
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him. I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his family. I was expecting a sudden plot twist, but it's a pity that it never happened. Still, his story is quite the tearjerker.
Excuse me. Can I help you two? I couldn't help but notice you standing here listening.
Oh wait, I see Lynette on the background there. Like, there.
Hi. We're travelers new to Fontaine, and we had something we wanted to ask, but you seem to be really busy talking about some kind of play, so we didn't want to interrupt.
Play? Oh, no. We're talking about something that really happened. In fact, it's a case that was just heard a few days ago.
Really? Like, a real trial? But the way you were talking about it and the words you used just now made it sound like some kind of story.
Well, when you go to a trial, they tell the story, and they try to like come up with a case, whether to determine the fate of the person. So that's why it sounds like it is told a story. Ugh.
Well, good tales are often based on true stories, aren't they? And what you see in reality may also be someone deliberately putting on an act while harboring ulterior motives. Whether something is true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story being acted out on the stage is splendid enough. Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here. You probably don't know that the Fontaine Court of Justice is called the Opera Epiclese, or more commonly known as just the Opera House.
Bro, we already said that we were new to Fontaine. We're travelers new to this place. So of course we don't know anything about this. So they see trials as a sort of opera. That's one way to put it.
But, shouldn't court cases be treated a little more seriously than that? Not to question Fontaine's way of doing things. It's just that putting someone on trial is usually a very serious thing.
It is.
No worries. Other visitors to Fontaine have wondered the same thing. You could say that we just don't want to waste the moving stories behind those cases. And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, we have the absolutely just and honorable Chief Justice Neuvillette, as well as the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, a machine created by the Archon. Between the machine and the Chief Justice, false charges and injustice are a thing of the past now.
What? Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal. A machine created by the Archon and the Chief Justice. What? A judgment device created by the Archon? So this is a nation of justice. Ugh. No, why? This should not be taken too lightly by a machine, bro. And who was the other person? Neuvillette. I mean, I know, I have seen pictures of him. He has been like in the... He was in the trailer, but I don't remember him that much. Or what he is supposed to do there.
Pure trees? Is it some kind of machine too? Oh, Paimon's curious. We should check it out if we get the chance. Wait, Paimon almost forgot to ask you our question. Do you know what we should do if we want to meet the Hydro Archon?
Oh, that's easy. Just go to the Opera House. Lady Furina practically lives there. You could definitely say it's her biggest passion.
I think what they mean is that they wish to speak with the Archon personally. In that case, I'm afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult. You'll have to make an appointment well in advance, and it'll depend on whether or not she has any time slots available.
Oh no, make an appointment and time slots. I mean, that sounds less chaotic than with the way that we have met the other Archons. But we're still, well, no. We have both the time in the world, so I guess it could work out. If we want to make things nice, orderly, and not in a very weird and chaotic way. But I know that's not going to happen afterwards.
Huh. Is the Hydro Archon super busy taking care of official stuff? Wait, didn't you say that she's always at the opera house?
Yes, but she's supposed to like be the judge or something about the trials.
No, Lady Furina seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs. The reason it's difficult to make an appointment is simply because she's incredibly popular.
Wait, what? And the seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs? What does that mean?
That's right. After all, she is the Archon. Though she may tend to get a little dramatic from time to time, people can't get enough of her.
Huh. First time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon being described that way before. Wait! Paimon gets now! The Hydro Archon is kinda like a big celebrity here, right?
That's exactly what they said, bro.
Yeah, I suppose you could say that. Perhaps you could even say our mascot.
Hang on. This is still Fontaine's Archon you're talking about. You should show some more respect.
Yes, you're right. I guess I should at least try to be a little more respectful in front of visitors. Otherwise, I might get arrested and find myself face to face with Monsieur Neuvillette.
Come on. Sure, there's a lot of laws here, but nobody's going to be arrested for saying something disrespectful about the Hydro Archon.
Imagine that, bro. You just imagine that. How would you be arrested just by not being respectful to the Archon? Just imagine, bro. Seems the people of Fontaine really like the Hydro Archon, but they don't appear to revere her.
Alright, I think we get it. Thank you! At least we now know that we can find the Hydro Archon at the Opera House. But who knows how long making an appointment will take? Guess we could have a look around the city in the meantime. Hey! What are you looking over there for?
There's a girl over there. She's been standing alone for quite some time.
Huh. Maybe something's the matter. She isn't going to jump into the water, is she? Maybe we better go check on her.
Alright. Oh, and now it has started. Great. Hello?
Hello there. Excuse me. Are you alright?
Huh? Ah, I'm fine. Thanks.
Oh, okay then. We just noticed that you seem to be worried about something.
About many things, actually. But there's nothing I can do but just keep my troubles to myself. I was just reminiscing about a place my brother and I would play when we were kids. It was just atop that hill over there. See?
You're pointing at the sea. Wait, are you saying that you and your brother lived in the water?
Maybe they're mermaids or a fantastical race from Fontaine. Oh, yeah.
No people call the waters around Fontaine a sea. It's actually just an inland lake that's filled with fresh water. And though I can still see that hill clearly in my memories, now it's been completely submerged. He would skip and jump, tossing sand in the wind. The sun shone brightly, and the air was filled with the scent of the sea. But now, the water is gradually swallowing our memories. It won't be long before it swallows us.
Sorry. Paimon doesn't really get what you mean.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
Oh, and you are?
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood, that's all. There's no need for any concern. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lyney, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be travelers from abroad.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine. We were just talking with your sister. Even though we didn't really get what she was saying.
I see. It's unusual for Lynette to be so willing to talk with anyone. In fact, she seldom speaks at all. I'm usually the only one she ever talks to.
Oh, really? Then you two are just like us. Paimon's always the one talking for some reason.
Yes, because you never allow me to speak. There's hardly anything left for me to say with you around, Paimon, because you always steal my lines. Yeah, you see? You see what I mean? Even the game acknowledges this, bro.
So that's how you think it is?
I
It
also
is.
think my brother can be too talkative at times.
Seems you were right, Paimon. We are quite similar.
Well, especially since my brother is not here. Well,
So, what did Lynette mean just now when she said that the water is engulfing your memories? And that it won't be long before it engulfs you too?
Oh, that. It's from a prophecy that's been circulating in Fontaine for some time now. Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies a certain amount of uncertainty. There's no doubt about what's happening in Fontaine now.
oh, and what's happening in Fontaine, bro? Come on, don't leave us in the shadows or in the dark. Tell us, bro.
Where to begin? Let's put that question on hold for a moment. We still haven't formally greeted each other yet, have we?
Ah, come on! Why didn't you tell us already?
Did all the introductions earlier not count?
Exactly.
Hello, traveler.
Hello?
And hello, Paimon.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake? You're not poking fun at Paimon, are you?
Please, don't take offense. Just consider it a sort of etiquette we have here in Fontaine when making new friends. You should remember it. It might prove useful.
Wait, what? So he shake my hand, but then he does something else to Paimon. What?
Oh, all right then. Well, Paimon's just happy to have a local friend now. By the way, we were just getting ready to go to the Opera House to meet the Hydro Archon. Would you be able to show us the way?
So you're going to see Lady Furina? No problem at all. In fact, I was planning to go to the Opera House later myself. I'll gladly take you once I finish things here. Please, follow me.
Oh, so we're following them. Alright. No. I don't know what to think. Okay.
You said you were going to see Lady Furina? Well, it seems Lady Furina has come to see you.
So, she's the Hydro Archon? But how did she know we were looking for her?
My dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all. Raise your glasses in celebration! If you don't have one, then just raise your hand in lieu. As you can all see, 2 unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and her companion, who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Is she talking about us?
I mean, isn't that obvious, bro? We're the only people that we are the only travelers around here that have a right to their nations, bro. Oh boy. But yeah, first of all, how does she know? Second of all, why is she welcoming us? I mean, yeah, this is better than what happened in the previous ones. I mean, it makes sense for months that since we were new there, in Liyue, oh, but in Asuma, bro. And Sumeru too, jeez. Let's see. Ugh. But nobody here seems to be holding a glass.
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you've left in your wake as you visited other nations, but I welcome you nevertheless. No, I have come to receive you personally. Fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless wariness. You can be rest assured, I see clearly your sincerity. Of course, seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. It will allow you to truly behold my power and witness my authority. Intelligent people always gather under the correct banner. I, Fosalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip. Now, you may rejoice in this.
Well, we made a pretty bad pronunciation of her name. Fosalor, invest the Focalors. Why is it pronounced differently? It's an S. I mean, I get that they are like from France, but is that how you're supposed to pronounce it? And why Fosalor? Is not the other name, bro? I don't know. This is too weird. Why on earth is she receiving us? Okay, well, finding the Archon was easy enough. But as they say, having an audience with her is going to be such a pain.
Yeah, Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like we've only been here for a few minutes.
Exactly, bro.
But the Hydro Archon's entrance was, how should Paimon describe it? A little over the top? Miss Hydro Archon? How did you know we were coming?
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. Don't forget that even the gods can be divided into the mediocre and the excellent. I suppose it's only natural for you to be awestruck by my abilities. You had best stop and consider. Do you really have the noble qualities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a god? All it takes is a flick of my finger for me to know everything about you.
Whoa, talk about sounding high and mighty.
It feels like she can't get over herself, bro.
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still isn't enough? What else should I say then?
The thing is that it feels so out of place that you're receiving us here, making a big entrance just for us. Just for us! Just to 2 travelers and that's it.
Is she waiting for us to start talking?
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Furina here. What a surprise! Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler? How did I not notice before?
Hey, what's all the commotion? Oh, is that Lady Furina? Is there some kind of drama going on?
Of course. That's the blonde traveler. The one all those stories are about. Lady Furina came here to personally see her. Oh, I bet this is going to be the duel of the century.
Ooh, I've got to see this. I knew Lady Furina would never disappoint.
Duel of the century? What are you talking about? Are we going to fight the Hydra Archon too, just like the... no. If we are going to fight another Archon, oh boy. What will happen? Are we getting into a trial again? I don't want to know.
Yes, but don't get too excited now. My dear believers and spectators alike tend to get quite rowdy, and despite the noise, I've come to tolerate all their ruckus. You may consider this my reward to all of you. I have determined that there will be an epic duel between myself and this traveler from another land, just as you were hoping to see.
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Fight, bring it on! Fighting gods? I gotta resume!
Are you not afraid? Might I remind you that this is a duel against the divine?
What are you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
Stand down, Clorend. I admire her bravery. Few have the courage to draw their sword against a god. She is obviously a true warrior. Unfortunately, people nowadays only crave to be thrilled, and a mere duel will not slake their thirst for excitement.
Huh. Yeah, she's right. Just a duel wouldn't be all that interesting.
On Araneus, criminals are always requesting duels to defend their honor. They're getting a bit old, to tell the truth.
You see. Then, as the god of justice, I shall face this traveler in another kind of duel. A duel in court!
Whoa, all right! Now that'll be worth seeing!
Right. This is Fontaine, after all. Such a grand opera house, it would be a pity not to use it.
Why do you care so much about the crowd's reactions? Seems you've spent a little too much time in the opera house. Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on trial?
Don't tell me that she is going to judge us by every single thing that we have done in the other nations. What right does she have to put us in a trial? With that matter. Yeah, we haven't committed any no, we literally just arrived. Again, she's putting us with the other things that we have done, but how is that even possible?
Oh, we have reason to put you on trial. It's obvious, isn't it?
No, it's not obvious, bro.
According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month. You are clearly guilty of violating this law, no?
What sense does that make?
Oh, so that's what they've done wrong. That's our Lady Furina. No one knows the laws of Fontaine like she does.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that?
Precisely! Now, if you two have no objections, then in the name of the Hydro Archon, I order your arrest.
My apologies, Lady Furina. I don't mean to spoil the fun. But if you would allow me to interject, I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
You tell her, Lyney! Finally someone who's not crazy. How could anyone call Paimon a flying object?
Ah, great magician Lyney, my beloved citizen. I'll permit you to object, but how exactly do you plan to prove your claim?
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the show. So, with such an audience gathered here, allow me to perform a trick for everyone.
Ta-da!
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did you do that?
Oh, so that's what he did. Oh boy. Oh no. Well, at least that's something. That's something. That works out. Like, need some sort of mascot. It works out, bro. Yeah.
There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This rope has been in the Traveler's hand all along. It was just that no one could see it before.
Huh? You call that magic? You've got to be joking.
I thought it was pretty good. Nice one.
Huh? I'm not sure what to think. It seems Lady Furina's charges no longer hold water.
Amusing. Very amusing, Lyney. Just the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy. With you here, today's performance can finally be called complete.
Performance? You see all this as a performance?
In which case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. The god of justice will not bring charges against an innocent person. But when there are valid grounds, I will not only judge travelers from abroad, but even the gods of other lands. I look forward to seeing your upcoming performance at the Opera House, Mr. Lyney and Miss Lynette. That's enough for now. Toodaloo!
Just like that, she's gone. Well, that's the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. He never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon. That whole scene just now was really...
I know, right? What was that? Oh, thank you, but thanks for bailing us out, Lyney. Did you know that was going to happen?
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little preparation, just in case. I didn't think it would actually come in handy. So, now do you see what kind of god Lady Furina is?
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
It doesn't seem like it. Is she really that reasonable?
Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Lyney. It sounded like you'll be performing at the Opera House,
I just know a few simple tricks I use to make a living. Lynette is my assistant. It will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in Fontaine, the Opera House.
But isn't the Opera House where criminal trials are held in Fontaine?
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a variety of other performances. To the people of Fontaine, the line between a trial and a performance can be a little blurred. And speaking of performances, I would be remiss to forego this opportunity gifted by fate. Might I invite the two of you to see my performance?
I don't have a good feeling
My
about
brother's
this.
always excited to make new friends.
Oh, sure. We don't really have anything to do now, and we wanted to go to the Opera House anyway.
That's true, but it feels like a trap if we're being honest.
Splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? I'll show you the way. I just have something to take care of first.
Is there any way I can help?
You really mean it? Then I'll take you up on your offer. This is a magical item known as a magic pocket. Perhaps you can help me distribute them to the people here.
Oh,
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
About that... You asked me before about the prophecy, right? Let me start by telling you a little more about what it entails. I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around Fontaine. It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the Nation of Justice holds trial after trial, this sin cannot be absolved. Until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned. In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
That sounds pretty gloomy. Why are people in Fontaine born with sin? What is that supposed to mean?
There are lots of guesses. Some say that the ancestors of Fontaine stole the power of the seas and stirred its wrath. Others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings and offended Celestia. But here in Fontaine, evidence is what matters. There hasn't been concrete evidence for any of these claims, so they can only be regarded as conjecture.
If even the people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed, wouldn't it be better just to ignore the prophecy completely? Why bother feeling guilty all the time?
That's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have actually started rising.
oh wow. But now the water is engulfing our memories. It won't be long before it engulfs us too. Oh boy.
Many places have already been completely submerged, and now lie beneath the sea.
Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. But my family and I think that the people of Fontaine shouldn't ignore the possibility, which would end up sentencing them to death. We hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. So, we've started distributing magic pockets to them. As a magical item, these magic pockets have astonishing capacity. I'm sure they will come in handy when people are moving their belongings.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It's like preparing for a rainy day! But
Yeah.
this is more than a bit of rain.
Then is there no way to prevent the disaster?
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe. But who knows? We're just tiny specks in the grand scheme of things. Now, if you'd like to help, then please give these magic pockets to anyone nearby. Be sure to convince them to take it, regardless of what they say.
That being said, we have finished our first part of this quest. So, that is going to wrap up this video. Boy, have we met have we got a lot of things right now in our pockets, bro. We have met Furina, which really made me so mad. And not mad, but it was unbelievable. It was so unbelievable. We have met that Lyney and Lynette. They're good. We have also know about this weird prophecy that is going to like swallow Fontaine up. We have to find a way to like not let that happen in the slightest. And well, yeah, I hope that when we arrive to the place, yeah, to where we're supposed to go is not any sort of trap. Let's hope it isn't, because it is. Oh, God. Alright, so yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that everyone enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave a like and comment down below. What do you think of Furina? Because again, she. I don't know what to think of her. She does everything on an impulse, and it's like they said, she's quite dramatic. I really don't know. And also, what do you think about that prophecy means? And is there a way to not let that happen? And yeah, if you want to see more content like this, you can always subscribe to this channel so you don't miss on anything that I will be uploading about this game or other games that I will be playing. Thank you all so much for watching again. I was Game Miracle, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.